Oh, there's a lot of chat anyway, so this is going to be
A
good.
very good evening. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. Happy St Andrew's Day as well. Happy St Andrew's Day to everyone as well.
Only if you're Scottish.
Patron Saint of Scotland Day. Only if you're Scottish, of course. But joining me, as you can see, is, well, I won't call him by that name on his tagline, the best to live, but I will call him my co-host, Josh. How you doing?
Oh, good. Thank you very much. It's another Monday, so here we go.
Yep, and also joined by Reece as well. How you doing, Reece? You okay?
I'm alright, man. How's it going?
Good. Just can't wait till this FA Cup draw comes alive. We've got about 10 seconds till the draw. So yeah, I've seen a few of you in the chat as well. Apologies, we are 8 minutes late. My fault. So yeah. But I'm not going to read.
You put up our graphic thing.
What's it? Oh yeah,
Hello,
that's
Liz.
right. Yeah.
Hello, Liz. Good to see you here.
Yeah, we'll just add this to the stream. So yeah, there we go. So.
Well, I see. I wasn't told Reece is joining us, so Reece, you're not there, like, but all right.
That's
you
right.
bastard. You bastard.
I know. I hope they don't get us.
Team D
What's
support?
that? Nathan's a Cardiff fan.
Oh, if he gets Man United, it's alright. You'll only get humped like 10-0, so it's okay. Is that?
Might be. What a guy.
Oh, that's the awesome Nathan from last week, isn't it? Aye, he was a good laugh. He was a good laugh. He was a good laugh.
Hello to Liz and hello to Shane O'Donnell. I hope Liverpool don't get Premier League team. Thank God, no more FA Cup replays. City probably gets a Mickey Mouse team.
I don't think they will.
We'll just have to wait.
I don't think they will.
City probably get that non-league team, the lowest ranked team in the FA Cup. Like the ball's 35 or something like that.
Nah, I reckon they'll get a bottom half Premier League team. I reckon they'll get a bottom half team this time, and then the ridiculous easy run will start.
Quite possible.
I reckon they'll get like a West Brom if they're still in it, or Newcastle. Like if they're still in it, I'll be surprised if they're not. But it'll be someone in the bottom half of the Premier League table. I think Liverpool are going to get one of the top four.
I wonder if Liverpool
the current top four.
I wonder if Liverpool will go for the FA Cup this year, or will he top it out his youth team again like he did last year?
Well, Klopp's never played for the domestic trophies in the Premier League, so it wouldn't surprise me if he actually tries. I mean, when was the last time he actually? Excuse me. When was the last time Klopp actually made an effort?
Angus
in a team like that?
Angus Central. Hammy will be joining us about 7:30, as will Stuart. So they will be joining us shortly.
It'll be good to have them on. I think the last time I seen Liverpool try was the Cup semi-final against Aston Villa. Was probably the last time they ever went far in a domestic competition.
They got to the final of the Cup when Caballero pulled off a penalty save for City.
Was that Liverpool?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was 20.
Was that 3 or 4 years ago?
That was Klopp's first season. Yeah. Darren, yes, that is Lennon to your right hand side. Yeah. Hello to Bluebird Legend. Hope you're doing well.
Well, it's twat face sack.
My graphics. So Chelsea are ball number 12, Manchester City are ball 24, Liverpool are ball number 21.
Interesting.
As not yet.
Hopefully they don't.
They've not sacked Lennon yet, but I would imagine it won't. It'll be only an if, not when. Now I think.
The best thing
about
The best thing about this video today is
here we go. Robbie Savage is doing the draw, folks.
Before we get to the draw, this is what I'm going to say. Arteta in, Lennon in, keep them in. Because it's pure entertainment watching Arsenal fuck up and Celtic fuck up.
The Huddersfield Town are home to
Come on,
Ulster
United.
home to
Right, draw's about to be made. There we go.
Plymouth. Oh, can't even say that. Last name I think it's a League One team. I think. Now, Doug's like 10 seconds behind us, so like I'm going to say it first, and then Doug's going to say it. So, you know,
Huddersfield versus Plymouth.
there you
A
go.
bunch of
Huddersfield versus Plymouth Argyle.
A bunch of nobodies versus a bunch of nobodies. Great. What a draw to start with.
Southampton are home to Shrewsbury Town. That's an easy one for Southampton, you think?
Southampton Shrewsbury.
Should be an easy one for Southampton, you think?
55. Who's 55 Shrewsbury?
Cloverley.
Southampton Shrewsbury.
That's actually a decent draw.
Cloverley home to.
Oh, Charlie, this is
Derby.
big. Who have they got?
Derby. Wayne Rooney and Big Sam. I think he's even going to be the manager, but we know.
Derby. That's all right. I think they'll be able to handle that.
Right, here's the lowest ranked team in the FA Cup. Are they going to get a big Premier League team?
What number is Man United?
21, I think.
Yeah, fucking gears that.
Number.
Oh, is this Marine?
They are playing Spurs. The lowest ranked team is playing Spurs.
Wow.
I could end up tanking for them.
Nice knowing you. Nice knowing you.
To be fair, our guest is one of our guests is a Spurs fan, so
and he's in the chat. He's in the chat celebrating.
Wolves.
Yeah. Oh God, not
Crystal
Wolves.
Palace. Wolves and Crystal Palace.
I seriously.
Wolves Crystal Palace. Oh.
Premier League tie.
Thank God it says Crystal Palace and not Man United. I don't want another cup tie with Wolves.
North Points. I guess any in North Point County. North Point County are playing number 42.
49. Who's 49?
West Ham United. Stockport and West Ham.
Stockport versus West Ham.
Yeah.
That's quite a good draw, that.
Carl like that.
Oldham Athletic.
Oh, come on, United. It's got to be.
Number 1.
Oh, fuck off.
That's Arsenal. Oh, Bournemouth.
Hold on,
what Bournemouth doing is number 1.
Number 24.
That's a
Manchester
travesty.
United.
Oh, please not Chelsea. Leicester scored.
Manchester United are home to number 40.
Leicester scored.
Watford. You're home to Watford.
Yes! I will take that. Oh, we're gonna fuck them Hornets up.
Number 45.
What a draw that is.
Yeah, but Watford have been very good in the Championship. It won't be easy.
I don't care. We're taking them out.
To Swansea City. That'll be a good game, to be fair.
Man United versus Watford, eh? Well, I'll take
Everton.
that.
Everton, right? This is a competition that they can very easily go for this year.
Come on, Liverpool. Give them Liverpool. Come on.
Swansea.
Everton are home to number 33, which is Rothman United. They're going to get tanked. They'll get smashed by Everton. Number 29. Nottingham Forest under, obviously, was it Chris Hitton's side, our manager? Nottingham Forest are home to number 11. Cardiff City! An all championship tie.
Oh, all championship affair.
Nathan,
Paul, how are you feeling about that one?
Number 2, Arsenal.
Oh,
Christ. Arsenal at the Emirates. Arsenal will be playing. Number 27, Newcastle United.
Oh,
that's harsh.
Number 4, Barnsley. Yeah, I think we're in League One now.
Barnsley Championship. Barnsley Championship.
I must have stayed up. Tranmere Rovers. That'll be a
I think that'll be. Oh, this has popped off. I think he must have frozen.
63. Bristol Rovers.
Bristol Rovers.
Number 34. Sheffield United. That could be a dodgy game for Sheffield United.
No, it's a dodgy one actually.
Bristol
Rovers are usually a cup team anyway.
So the winners of tonight's game. No, the winners of an non-league team. A non-league team will be playing at home to number 26.
Millwall.
That's still a good draw for a non-league team.
That's all right. That's not bad actually.
Number 6. Blackburn Rovers. A very comfortable team in the Championship.
That was weird.
Blackburn are home to Doncaster Rovers.
Bradford versus Doncaster. That's going to be a penalty shoot.
Hell is happy with the draw. NWM grown.
Stoke City.
Bluebird legend. I'd rather home tie, but it's winnable.
Michael O'Neill.
Genie 20 says Newcastle are through.
Michael O'Neill, the former Northern Ireland manager, is home to Brendan Rodgers. Two Northern Irishmen going at it.
Oh, Michael O'Neill against Brendan Rodgers.
Wycombe Wanderers.
Ooh.
Versus Preston North End. That's another championship tie.
Liverpool haven't come out. Liverpool haven't come out yet, have they?
Crawley Town.
Crawley Town. Ooh. Chris Welsh. I really hope not.
Leeds United. Crawley Town versus Leeds United.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's a dodgy one.
Burnley.
Cheers for the fine welcome back, Liz. Put it this way, I went to tweet, and then obviously because I've not got my other laptop switched on, I've got a work laptop and I've got my personal laptop. I can't be fucked switching it on, and it took me out when I went to tweet. So blame technology.
Burnley home to MK Dons.
Whoever Liverpool are getting knocked out by Liverpool got to knock them out, sadly, because they'll go for one game and then they'll get put in the next round.
Bristol City are home to Portsmouth.
Oh, that's a good draw actually. Oh, on Portsmouth. Can we just say our thoughts?
It's Championship versus League One, isn't it?
Queen's Park Rangers.
Thoughts and prayers are with Papa Bouba Diop's family. I don't know if everyone known, but Papa Bouba Diop, the ex-Portsmouth midfielder, died due to motor neuron disease at the age of 42. So very sad news about that.
It is a damn shame. He had a form of a CMT, which is a strain of motor neuron disease.
Yeah, it's something Marie Tooth. I can't remember the other name of it, but
Liverpool are away to Aston Villa.
Come on, Villa.
I know, that's fair. We all know how we went to Villa Park last time.
We're away to Villa. Oh,
Grealish. I'm saying this now.
Crap.
I don't rate Grealish, but I want him to score and put you out.
Brentford are home to number 25, which is
Man City.
Middlesbrough.
That'll be another. Hello to Sophie. Hello to Sophie. Hope you're doing well.
Is it good?
Manchester City.
Is it going to be another 7-2 Villa?
Man City are home to 5, which is
Chelsea.
Birmingham City.
Oh, that's pish.
City home to
Birmingham City. Oh, here we go.
This is
23. Luton Town.
So you're going to get beat 7-2, and bloody Man City are getting an easy run again to the final.
Luton Town home
It looks like it.
Who's Chelsea got? Have they been picked yet?
Not yet. I'm still waiting. 12. Chelsea. We're at the bridge.
Liz, I am no thank you. That's all I'm saying in that response. No thank you.
Chelsea are home to. We're home to a non-league team.
Oh, lucky gits.
Shock.
Rigged money. You paid it off. Oh, listen, Danny's quiet celebration. Oh, look.
Morecambe for Chelsea.
Morecambe.
59. Who's 59?
Home and away.
Exeter City.
Okay. Decent.
We'll play 35, which is Sheffield Wednesday. Exeter City versus Sheffield Wednesday.
What's that? League One versus Championship?
Yeah. 28, Norwich City.
Is there any Premier League teams left?
There's a couple of Premier League teams left. 13, that's Coventry City. Norwich Coventry. All Championship affair.
That's going to be a very balanced game.
46.
I reckon Coventry might scrape that.
Blackpool.
Home to West Brom.
Oh, yeah. West Brom. I tell you something.
I don't fancy West Brom.
Blackpool in that one.
Yeah. Championship League 1 team to go through.
Newport are home to Brighton. Newport are home to Brighton, who have knocked out a Premier League team in the last 3 years.
I know a Newport County fan. He'll be pretty pleased with that. That's a good draw for them. That's a very good. Brighton don't take it seriously in the cups.
Ooh. I don't know. I reckon Graham Potter, the way he's playing at the minute, I think he will want to have some form of. He want to have some form of consistency in his team. I think they will go for it.
It's safe to say Liverpool have the easy. It's safe to say Liverpool have the hardest draw.
Cheltenham Town versus Mansfield.
Yeah, hardest draw is definitely Villa versus Liverpool.
I'd agree.
And I'm still tipping Villa based on the fact that Klopp does not go for these domestic trophies, and I think he's a bit of an insult. So I don't think he has any respect for the FA Cup or anything like that at all. I don't think he gives a shit. So I don't think Liverpool are going through. I expect Villa to win this comfortably 3-0.
I think we will smack.
If you don't, who Chelsea got?
An on-league team. That's all I know.
Right. If Chelsea don't win at least 6-0, Lampard gets sacked.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. But Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea, Morecambe, and Manchester United, Watford.
It's an interesting one. The good thing is we won't the only sad thing is we can't play against Jimmy Garner, our youth academy, because he'll be cup tied, for that, which is a shame. But
Garner's away at Garner's.
He's on loan. He's at Watford on loan, and he would have been good in this game just to see how he fares against the midfield he's up against.
Just actually routine correction, because I noticed from when Derby came to the bridge, loan players are eligible to play in the cup games.
He's eligible.
You're eligible to play in the domestic cup games.
That's even better. That's even better. Now we can get a chance.
I think he's played against us at the bridge in the League Cup when Lampard was there. I'm
happy with that then, because Jimmy Garner, I think, is going to be the starting defence midfielder for Man United next year. So I think this is a good thing for him.
Did they say?
I expect him to be the starting defence midfielder.
No.
Not yet. Well, it won't be till December, late December, January, or something like that.
We have been joined by our first guest.
Right, lads.
All right.
Hello, Hammy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, you'll be pretty pleased with Marine FC in the cup.
I'll take Marines FC.
A Spurs poster in the back, right? Oh, look at that all day. Oh no.
Oh, to be fair, he's wearing a Dundee top, so he's got a little bit of Scottish class.
I had to get the Scottish there.
Apparently Fulham have just beaten Leicester City by 2-1.
2-1, yep.
Heart attack FC, anyone?
Fulham actually scored a penalty.
Unbelievable result, that.
To be fair, I think it's a good result for. I think that's the result that will change Fulham's season. I think this will keep them up. I think this result will keep them up.
It helps Tottenham as well stay at the top of the league. Obviously, Leicester getting beat.
You were lucky enough to use it yesterday. We should have bet first. We had
bollocks.
The chance. We had
bollocks.
Bollocks. One chance and Mandy saved easily.
Chelsea deserved 3 points yesterday. I cannot deny that. They did.
But
but we defended so well.
Yeah, Josie did what Josie does. There's no other way of putting it.
But Josie doesn't normally play that type of football with Tottenham nowadays. He just done that because he knew if we went attacking, Chelsea would just break us down so easily.
To be fair, he's still salty that we won yesterday. So
I think we should scale up for the Premier League to scale out because I've got a different topic on my own.
Sorry, we've already conquered Manchester. We don't need to talk about Manchester. It's already been 6-2 now. Sorry.
No, I'm talking about Josh. I mean, he's still annoyed. He messaged me yesterday saying, "Reece, I hate you." The minute the 2-2 went in, I was like, "Get it up, you."
Man United scored in the last minute. I was doing a stream and I was like, "Oh God, look!" Trust
one thing. You never count out Man United, right? That's just like we got battered as Spurs. No denying that. We were absolutely dog shit. We were dog shit. I'm not taking that away.
It was amazing.
Like our goal pretty much set the tone. When we scored, that was it. Game over. Because we were so bad 30 seconds later.
Aye.
But everywhere else, we were like, fine, we'll just take it on the chin. But
hey guys,
we're miles better.
Hello, Stuart. How you doing?
Hi, Stuart.
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Yeah. What's your reaction to Arsenal getting Newcastle United in the FA Cup?
I mean, it's a bit more difficult than Marine, but
I predicted it, Stuart. I predicted it.
He actually said that to me just before. He was
I was like Tottenham were going to get
imagine
Marine.
we get like Marine or something.
And it went Marine, and I was watching this stream because I couldn't get it on. I couldn't get the BT stream, so I was watching the dugout, and I was like, Marine get number 40, and I was like, King yes.
We'll probably get beat up. Newcastle.
Did you see?
Newcastle will beat Arsenal. Without a biased opinion, Newcastle will beat Arsenal. The form that Arsenal are in.
Did you see the clip of the Marine goalkeeper right at the end of the game, or like after the end of the game? He went to the off license in his full kit.
Yeah.
Full kit, okay.
Full kit, okay.
I thought that was amazing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I thought that was absolutely amazing.
Full kit wankers don't exist anymore. It's full kit alkies.
See if fans were allowed in. That's a massive draw for Marine to draw Tottenham.
Good money as well.
If there was fans allowed in, their stadium would be full. All fans would be buying like pies, drinks, stuff like that, and then even all the local pubs around that area would be sold out on the day. Like they're not sold out, they're busy.
These are the sort of games that you actually want fans in, but like fortunately, like we're at a stage where we just can't have them, and even like the tier system's fucking all because it's biased in certain areas.
There might be because I don't know where Marines play. But
Marines Merseyside.
Tier 2, so they'll
be
2,000. 2,000.
That's what I'm saying. Even though, like, obviously, we went down. The last football game I went to was the Edinburgh Derby. Hibs won Hearts 3. So,
last one I went to was.
I wonder if we'll get back in this year.
The last game I went to was Dundee 2, Ayr United 0.
I think the last game I was at was the week before Rangers got beat up by Leverkusen at home. So I think that can't remember who it was in the league. That was way back in February.
Would that have been Hamilton?
He's got to be 1-0 from Hamilton.
Yeah,
it would have been Hamilton, I think.
That was
around about that time,
as well. I was getting the
I don't know where Josh has got to, folks. I know.
No idea.
Oh, there
he is. I wish fans could be back. My team, Arbroath FC, needs fans to survive.
I don't think you need the fans. What you need is just the SFA handing out money.
Yeah.
With
we need the backing of the government.
I'm the only person here who's just handling the football games.
Teams obviously like Alloa and Arbroath in the Scottish Championship, and then teams below that, like League 1 and League 2, they clearly need the money because you're paying for tests week in and week out. Because they've said Championship teams don't need to get tests, but they're buying them anyway because who wants to be called off? So they're buying tests week in, week out for every player, staff member, travelling member, kit staff, for every member of staff needs to get tested. And then that costs money. And then losing out on all the revenue from the fans coming in. And the only money they will be making is obviously from the club shop. And that was not enough for a club like Arbroath and all the lower league clubs to survive. That's not enough. So
Yeah, I think the
SFA need to
SFA
give
just
us money, I
totally
think.
disregard the lower leagues.
Yeah.
In my
You,
opinion.
100%.
you do feel it is that way. You do feel it is that way.
To be fair, they should be more proactive with the leagues. I know if any of the Premiership clubs, like the Scottish Premiership clubs, I know if they went to Rangers for help, Rangers would tell them to piss off, and rightly so. Like Rangers will tell them to bolt after what they did to them. So I'd be like, no. But the non-league clubs had nothing to do with it. Frankly, I think they should. I think Celtic are as well. I mean, they've got money to spend because they clearly don't care about their club winning trophies, so they can give their money to the lower league clubs, help them out. I don't know why they're not. The SFA should definitely be more proactive. That's a problem with the English FA because they haven't done it either. And look what happened to Bury and all that. They're gone.
Yeah.
And
Marcus
Bolton.
Field.
Yeah.
Bolton
It's
are one
disgusting.
of not one of the biggest clubs, but they are a big club in England. And look where they are now. They're in League Two.
Historically, yeah.
For the
Historically,
size.
a big club.
You ready to discuss about the first thing?
Yes. It should be up. I don't think I need to bring anything. It should be okay. Doug has food.
Got the Christmas mug.
But it's one.
I'm using my mug as a balance board.
Okay, so Doug is disconnected. So as we can see here, how it's gone. So Celtic have won 2 games in their last 10. They're winless in their last 4 games at home. A very simple question to you, Stuart, is Neil Lennon going to be? Is it a matter of when Lennon's sacked and honest at this point?
I think Lennon should stay until the 21st of December. Because that is the day after the Scottish Cup final. 21st of December, minimum. That's fine for me.
Aye, you should just keep him in so like when the Scottish Cup final comes around, we know who's winning it anyway.
Yeah.
You can just sit and watch.
I have to ask,
Exactly.
why are they playing last year's Scottish Cup in December? I don't understand.
It's just because it's the only time during the current schedule for fixtures that they could fit in. It's the only time they can do it.
Why are they doing it? Why not scrap it? Why are they doing it?
Because they're twats.
It makes no sense. You know,
It's just equals corrupt.
Yeah.
It's literally how it's been, mate. They just don't have. They've got the time to do it. They could have done it during the international break for players that weren't actually playing. They could have just done the Scottish Cup there and then. Wouldn't have been a problem.
He's back again.
I'll take that.
But
That would have been nice.
Harry, what do you think about Neil Lennon as the young bar time?
Just keep Neil Lennon in.
If you leave the Ross County at home, there's serious problems.
As a Celtic point of view, obviously, I'd say Celtic, Neil Lennon out. But just from watching their club, obviously, the past 5 years they've been fucking outstanding. They've won all the trebles, they've won everything, and it's you just want to see different winners for once. Like there's going to be a different winner in the League Cup. Like I think Rangers are going to win that. I think Rangers are going to win the league, and they could possibly go and win the Scottish Cup, and it could be a treble for them. Like it's boring seeing Celtic win everything.
I think with the teams that are in the quarterfinals of the Scottish League Cup, there's a real opportunity for like Dunfermline or like Livingston to get to the final.
Rangers final.
I think the only way you're going to stop Rangers. The only way you can beat Rangers is Rangers beat themselves.
Yeah.
Well, Gerrard, go for it, though.
Yeah.
100%. Gerrard will go for it.
If he's done the Europa League, he's obviously got the league. He needs to win. He's in a prime position to win. Will he go? Will he put his best team out for the League Cup?
If you look at each team Gerrard's played, both in the league, any cup competition, the Europa League, the one thing he's always done is he's treated the cups, he's treated the Europa League, he's treated the league. He always treats it with respect. It doesn't matter who the opposition is. He does not play a weak team. He doesn't play any of that. He goes full strength. He'll add in fringe players to keep the game good for them, to keep them fit, keep them relevant for when they're needed. That's what a good coach does. Frankly, I can see Rangers winning their Europa League group anyway. I don't. I think they're good. Yeah, they're winning the group, mate.
I think they will.
Like,
I think they'll win it.
Do you know what I think it is for
fair
Celtic?
fair enough. They slipped up 2 games against Benfica, and that's 2 draws. But if you look at the way Rangers played that game, Rangers controlled the game. It was just unfortunate mistakes that can easily be rectified.
Yeah, they'd have to
As a
lose
Tottenham
both games
fan-
if they were going to go out.
As a Tottenham fan, I'll take Rangers in the next round of the Europa League.
I don't think Rangers will get an English team. I think they'll get an Italian team.
I'm not saying that's who they'll get. I'm just saying I take them.
I know that's who you would prefer, 100%. I mean, frankly, if only you could get Arsenal, that'd be entertaining. So I can watch you beat them again.
Knocking them out the Europa League.
Here's the question.
Next week is going to be a murdering. Next week is going to be a.
I actually think Arsenal are going to win the derby. By the way,
Here's a question.
I'd like to think so.
Just so he can get that reaction out of him. In all serious, 2-2 draw. I'm going 2-2 draw in the derby.
Here's a question to Doug. So Doug, me and you have been saying about Neil Lennon as a travel manager before the bad run of form hit Celtic. But when you look to a Ross County team who have not won in the league in their last 6 or 7 games, are absolutely woeful away from home.
Yeah.
He had Olsen Edward out, he had his full defence out, he played a strong team, he had the stronger bench to use it for 5 subs. Yes, they lose 2-0. They've conceded 36 goals, they have not won at home in their last 4. How is he why haven't Celtic tacked?
There's contributing factors.
Is the board being incompetent at this rate?
I think the thing is when Lennon is I think the writing's been on the wall this season. I think it's already been written the writing on the wall. I think the fact that they've lost 4 games in a row at home is a big problem. I think that's the first time they've done that since like the 50s or the 40s.
Yeah.
Just before, I think it was just before the 50s, yeah, around about that period. Quite a significant time.
Like, that is absolutely awful for Celtic. And you get the feeling that Celtic are definitely missing their fans, I think, at Parkhead. I think the home advantage now thing is gone. You look at Livingston as well. You look at Livingston last season. Last season, they were absolutely fantastic at home. This season, they're having a wee bit of problems. Okay, well, not in the Cup. But in the league, they're having a bit of problem as well. So I think the home advantage, okay, not for Rangers, etc. But I actually think the home advantage is gone.
I've got the difference. Rangers haven't conceded at home once this season. You haven't conceded in the league. You haven't conceded at home at Ibrox, have you? Right?
No.
And I think Ibrox has a better atmosphere than what Celtic Park does.
Finally, someone understands.
So Celtic can't use that as an excuse. You knew what was coming. You have to mentally prepare for it. It's as simple as that.
I mean, I think Newcastle is a better home atmosphere than Celtic Park.
I agree.
I've been to Tynecastle. I've been to Parkhead. I've been to Ibrox. I've been to Dens Park. It was a Dundee Livy game. I went to that game anyway. It was quality. Finished 2-1 Dundee. And I've been to all those stadiums, and I guarantee you the worst atmosphere I've been to was Celtic Park.
Yeah, worst atmosphere you'll see Hamilton.
Yes,
Hamilton's awful.
Hamilton, to be fair, is awful.
Hamilton have probably got a worse fan base than the Marines, and I don't even know who they are.
Aye, yeah, that's true.
What about St Mirren?
Hamilton brought right. St Mirren
they can't get up for that.
St Mirren have got decent fans.
St Mirren have got decent. I tell you, the worst stadium to go to is Kilmarnock's.
I hate it.
It's the worst. Rugby Park's the worst of the lot.
See Hamilton, right? They brought 650 fans, I think it was, right, to Dens on the last game of the season 2 seasons ago when we got relegated.
It's a good atmosphere though, even though you got relegated.
520 of them were United fans. Dundee United fans in Hamilton.
Obviously.
Do you know what I find quite demeaning? It's quite demeaning to all the Scottish clubs other than Celtic. Like the fans. The fans are reacting like this when every other club in the last 5 years, apart from Celtic, has went through a worse patch than this.
Angus, what stadium are you talking about?
That's Arbroath Stadium, Gayfield.
Arbroath.
Right.
Yep. I got told to stop vlogging in Arbroath's ground. I didn't like it. They told me to stop recording.
Right.
I've never been told to stop recording in a stadium.
I've usually got a big fan base. I support fucking Dundee.
Celtic's next home game are home to St Johnstone.
It's easy to get spotted.
Celtic are home to St Johnstone in the league next on Sunday. Who are in decent form. Celtic are also playing first in Europa League, but they're out. They can't qualify, so Neil Lennon probably will just play completely weekend team and not give a damn about it. If they lose, do you think St Johnstone can nick a draw? Or could you see, or do you think surely they'll beat St.
The way
Johnstone?
they're
I
playing,
think-
I wouldn't be surprised if St Johnstone won.
Celtic will
I
beat
think-
St Johnstone.
When was the last time Celtic lost 5 games in a row at Parkhead?
1930s.
But you're saying right. Obviously, oh yeah, sure. You said Celtic will beat St Johnstone, but would you have said Ross County would have beat St Johnstone? You probably would have thought Celtic would have beat Ross County, wouldn't you?
I
still think
thought
they'll beat us
Celtic
in
were
the
going.
cup final.
I thought
You can't.
Celtic were going to smash
They'll
them.
beat us in the cup
Just the
final.
on the first day in the Europa League, they're away to AC Milan.
Yeah.
100% honest.
Ryan.
100%
I
honest.
can't-
Sitting right here, right now, I would not be surprised if St Johnstone beat Celtic.
I would be
That'd
either,
even
to be
more of an
honest.
outrage.
I think St Johnstone are in good form. If I'm not wrong, I think they're.
In terms of form, I think in terms of form, they're in the top 3 or 4 teams in Scotland in top flight for form at the minute. I think.
Yeah.
Rangers are top.
They're
obviously.
They beat
really-
Hamilton like 5-3 a couple of weeks
And
ago or
Eddie-
something.
Can I just say, I think the worst deal in Scotland was Shane Duffy going to Celtic. He's made that defense.
Shane Duffy
It's
is
been
talking.
awful.
He's made that defense 10 times the worst.
Shane Duffy was literally the best signing of the summer. I fucking thank him for everything he's done.
Yeah.
And Julian, that big tall French guy, he scores a ton of goals. He can't defend if he's right.
Shane Duffy has cursed them. I am indebted to the man.
And then they bought that
Yeah.
goalkeeper. I mean, don't they that guy?
Barkas.
For 30 million.
The one-
Barkas is stinking.
The one thing you do not do if you're a Celtic is to be 11 points behind at this stage in the season, because it's just like the thing is, I actually think Celtic are. I don't think they're a great team this season. I think they've been very lucky.
I'd happily play
They're just
them.
not. They're
I'd
just
happily
not.
play them.
I'll go one further. They're just not a great team, full stop. I think fans have literally just been drawn in by this mystique that they're such a good team. Fair enough, they won trebles under Brendan Rodgers, but were they actually good? If you look at it, not
think
really.
everyone
You could
else
have
was just bad and
you could have
everyone
stuck
else
my
was getting
gran
better.
in that Celtic team and they would have won. She would have won a trophy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I had
thing
to
is,
suffer.
it's
I
disrespectful
had
to
to
Rangers.
suffer.
Could you play Doug at centre back? We always talk about Doug at centre back. Do you think he could do a job for Celtic?
I mean, I had to watch Rangers come back from the bottom divisions all the way to the top flight, and each one of those seasons, Rangers were getting to the quarterfinals or the semi-finals of the cups and all that, and frankly, they were losing at their own game. But you look at how
stale milk.
it's true. I mean, look how much of a coincidence that like, when Rangers were not in the top flight once, Celtic only won like maybe 1 or 2 trophies a season. But it was only when Rangers got back in the top flight that they
something like that. Yeah.
It's
Something
only as
like
soon
that.
as Rangers
Something
got
like
back into the top flight, they're winning trebles. I'm like, you should be winning trebles every
Yeah.
season. Rangers aren't in the top flight.
We should, yeah. When, they seem to be looking it up. When is the next Old Firm derby?
Next Old Firm
2nd
derby
of January.
is just
January
after
the
New
2nd.
Year.
Is it out
Just
Celtic
after New-
Park or Ibrox?
Same day.
January the
as
2nd at
Scottish
Ibrox.
Ibrox.
Ibrox, and we will smash them. That's when the league will be done. January 2nd. Rangers will go
Yeah.
20 points clear.
I'm so happy.
Do you know what's
happy for the
disrespectful?
Celtic Ross County game, right? I was happy
What?
for me and won't that be sure.
Mhm.
Obviously, Ross County beating St John. Ross County beat Celtic, and obviously all the protests outside the ground last night.
Mhm.
Police got involved.
We got a couple clips off of Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, and I put them all together and uploaded it as a video. And it's my most viewed video since Dundee Derby draw, which was like say Christmas time last year.
Good lad.
It's got like 4.4k views and 80 likes.
I did say that.
I titled it "Raging Tim's Protest Outside Parkhead After Early Cup Exit."
Love it. I agree with that, but I disagree with that comment. I disagree with this. I don't think Rangers need Celtic anymore. I think
don't
Rangers are
need
so
each
far
other.
ahead.
They don't
You know
need
what I'm
each other, but
They want
they
it
would
for
be
the
better.
you want it for the publicity.
You want it, yeah.
Do you know what's disrespectful to Rangers?
So
What's that?
Like, if Celtic were 11 points ahead now, we'd be saying,
Yeah.
like, league's over,
It wouldn't
Celtic
get
are
spoken about.
going to win the
It
league
wouldn't get
again.
spoken
Like,
about.
But when Rangers are top of the league, it's saw Celtic's in a crisis.
Celtic, they've still got a chance of coming back, like, but realistically, no.
They've got 2 games to play. And they're going. If they win those games, they'll be 5 points behind. But even so, with 5
One
points,
of them is
you
against
honestly see
Aberdeen.
Rangers, and I don't see Celtic winning that.
Yeah, neither.
I mean, in any game this season, even if Rangers have only scored once
how
or twice, do you think they'll slip up? I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, no winter break.
How
so
realistic is it that Celtic could actually win against Aberdeen and St Mirren in those games in hand? I think they're likely to possibly draw one and lose one.
I think the only way
get beat by Aberdeen.
Yep.
And just win against them, maybe a 1-0.
Yeah. I think the difference between these games last year and these games now isn't just the home advantage is gone. I think the whole mystique, or like I said before, but the mystique of Celtic, where they're only winning trophies consecutively when Rangers are now in the league.
That's exactly what I said.
They should be doing this all the time, but they're not. Rangers have been the one thing Rangers have done that Celtic haven't done is Rangers have actually invested properly. Celtic are just spending like X amount of money, like little bits here and there on players they don't actually need. They should be going out and spending properly, and that's what Rangers done. I mean, they spent $7 million on Ryan Kent.
Celtic just see a centre back's aren't performing. Oh, we'll just go splash cash on this boy. Our striker's not scoring goals. We'll just buy this boy. Like, he's trying. Like, you cannot say Neil Lennon's not trying, right? He tried obviously against Ross County. He's played Edward and Ajeti up front for the first time. He's changing the team and he's trying to find a way that will work. But every single thing he's trying is not working for him.
It's finished Leicester 1, Fulham 2, by the way.
I finished half an hour ago.
It's a decent result. Yeah, finished with half an hour ago. But to be fair, it's a good result for Fulham. Good result for Fulham.
I'm Tottenham, so I'll take that. I've seen in the title, right? I don't know if it's about Hearts coming back.
Yes.
Still second in the league. Only a fucking 7 for fuck's sake.
I reckon.
Back.
Dunfermline will win the league, and I think Celtic will win. Not Celtic. I think Hearts will win the playoffs. I think Hearts will win the playoffs.
Hearts will still win the league. There's no doubt.
Hearts won't win the league because they've still got fuckface as their director of football.
Oh God, yeah.
That's for later on. That's for later
Yeah.
on.
No, wait, we don't have a director of football at the moment.
Rangers aren't in your shadow, mate. Celtic belong in Rangers' shadow.
Okay.
Right, Josh, you want to move on?
Let's go ahead.
Here we go.
This weekend.
Right, as we have Josh and John here, we'll talk about Chelsea-Tottenham first, shall we? Finish 0-0. Josh, how did you feel after that game?
We should have won the game. I think Chelsea played a better football. I think we were well structured. We kept on clean, quite quiet. Yes, Tanguy Noble was causing us some problems. So I think he came over in the 60th minute, and Schumer really wasn't happy enough of him. But Josie did what Josie does. They were really well defended, and it really didn't have middle fit. They were very narrow and made us quite wide. There was a lot of crosses from Reece James, but Chelsea, Abraham had 3 chances, Drew had a chance at the end, Garner had a couple of chances. I think Chelsea were cautious. They probably should have been a bit more expansive, trying to put more pressure on Spurs, but I think it's a good point for both teams. I think this is a game that both teams really could afford to lose. For top 4 reasons. We're not going to title reasons. I think top 4 reasons for both teams. But I feel like it was a 3-point loss for Chelsea, but Mourinho got a point that he was most definitely in it again when that ball kicked off.
Yeah, I watched it, and the one thing I can say that Chelsea, I think Chelsea had their best chance when I think it was Mount had a shot that was well saved by Lloris, but Spurs had their chances as well. It wasn't a great game. I thought Joe Rodon played really well for his first Premier League outing. I thought he was pretty good.
Joe Rodon was stinking. He gave the chances. He gave about 4 chances away Fucking hell. Giroud nearly scored with 10 minutes to go. He heads it back to Lloris and literally headers it to the ground. Giroud's got a one-on-one with Lloris, and just as well he's stinking washed up there the game from Arsenal. Just as well he's still shocking.
Why?
If that's any other
Why?
if that's any other striker, they're putting it away. Like if
Yeah.
Antonio Rudiger gave a chance away, Kane would put that away, Son would put that away. Fucking
Yeah.
Abraham would have put that away, but it had to be Giroud, didn't it? So we're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, Tottenham going to this weekend's game against Arsenal, who, let's be honest, lost 2-1 to Wolves. First of all, can we just say a speedy recovery to Raul Jimenez?
Yeah.
I mean, like that
Fractured
head,
skull, I
that
think.
he has fractured skull. I mean, I remember when Petr Cech, I think, was out between 3 and 4 months. So I think it's that sort of time period for Jimenez. But Stuart, Arsenal, what has happened to you? 3 defeats in a row at the Emirates.
Well, I'm happy to admit that we're terrible. And I'm happy to admit that we will lose on Sunday. Even as an Arsenal fan, against our biggest rivals, I have no belief that we will beat Tottenham. If I'm being totally
No belief at all.
0, maybe 1%, maybe.
Oh
wow!
That's when you know how far you've fallen. When an Arsenal fan says, "I've got no faith in us beating Spurs."
But this is the first time I've ever thought this.
Sure. An Arsenal correspondent said after the game yesterday that the way you're playing right now, it looks a lot like the last couple of weeks before Unai Emery gets that. Would you agree with him?
I think this is worse than Emery because we were just drawing games when Emery was the manager. We just kept drawing games. Like we would have actually been in the top 4. We would have actually been in the top 4 if we turned those
that is such a bad.
That's dad joke.
That is so bad. That is so bad.
Oh,
that's a dad joke.
I do like the dad jokes, but I'm sorry, that was bad. That was really bad.
That was as bad as Chelsea.
That was hysterical.
No, see what? Honestly, Chelsea were not a bad team on Sunday.
No, they were half decent.
Chelsea won the league.
Right.
I actually do think Chelsea won the league.
Chelsea and
Chelsea or Liverpool, I think.
Chelsea
I think Liverpool could survive without the injuries.
Mute him. Doug, mute him.
Chelsea and Tottenham.
I don't hear that slander.
Chelsea and Tottenham are the 2 teams that are going to be fighting for the league. Whether you like it or not, Chelsea and Tottenham are the 2 teams fighting for the league. As a Man United fan, Man United will be nowhere near the top 4. They will not get top 4 football this season. Man United will not get it. Liverpool will be in there. Tottenham will be there. Chelsea will be there. And then to make 4th, Leicester, maybe.
We just lost to Fulham.
I know, right.
I think City will be in the top 4. I think it'll be City, Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea.
Leicester are too inconsistent.
But obviously on Sunday, in my opinion, on Sunday between Chelsea and Tottenham was the 2 teams that'll be fighting for the title. And they obviously none of them wanted to go more attacking than the other. Like Chelsea were a bit wary of their attack; they didn't want to go all out. And then on the other hand, Tottenham were like that. Like I said at the start of the stream, if Tottenham wanted to go, if Tottenham went all out attack, we would have got broken down by Chelsea. They would have just.
That's shocking. That's actually disgraceful.
I got one word to sum up this. Ziyech, overrated.
Here comes Josh.
Here comes Josh.
Overrated.
I'm waiting for this. He's not even going to look at you. That's how annoyed he's going to be. Watch.
The boy gets a ball in 30 years earlier than he should.
Can I just say he had a poor game yesterday? He had a poor game yesterday, did Ziyech.
I don't remember him playing.
To save his life.
I don't remember him
playing. If you've seen him this season, then he's actually been terrific.
He's overrated.
This season, but yesterday he was fucking nowhere to be seen.
Even Fernand didn't play well. Things happen.
He was trying to get his own.
Is brilliant. Abraham, brilliant. Mason Mount, brilliant. Ziyech, overrated.
Hold on, we're gonna go back a bit. We're gonna go back a bit. Werner is awesome. Abraham, overrated. Mount is pish. Ziyech was trying to get his own shadow yesterday. That's the evaluation.
He's a brilliant player.
He was
No,
in
he's
the back. He
not.
was in the back pocket. He was in the back pocket of Sergio Reguilon yesterday. Was Ziyech.
Which is a shock and a half.
Let's move on to Manchester United. Reece, El Matador saved you yesterday.
I mean, he's got more goals this season than Aubameyang, and he's played less games.
That's not.
Could be worse. Could be worse. Harry Kane's got more goals than Arsenal as a club.
Probably.
I mean, Aubameyang's got 2 goals this season, hasn't he? Fulham and Man United.
Arsenal's top goal scorer has got 3.
Yeah.
Our top goal scorer's got 7, but that's all right. I'll take that. A goal scoring midfielder, I'll take that.
Reece, do you think Man United are starting to find their feet a little bit?
I certainly think so. There is moments in the season where I can't argue that we were rightfully beaten. Certain games that we don't have to go back to. One in particular stands out, of course. But to be fair, since then we've very rarely dropped points. Performance-wise, there has been some games where we've blown teams away, like PSG, Leipzig, Everton. We tore them apart.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's some games where we weren't actually that good at all, but we still got results. West Brom, we were borderline playing like you were putting people to sleep, but we still won the game. Yesterday, yes, but that was that's the Champions League. That's totally different. But you go back to yesterday where we're 2-0 down. Really? Because last time I checked, I've never been under my rock. What doesn't matter if it's a win or a loss, I'm there. At least I don't cry when my bloody players don't get a VAR decision. What I will say is yesterday we had numerous chances before the first goal went in. The Bednarak header, which was, I don't know why Marcus Rashford was marking him.
I've got Bednarak in my fantasy football team right now. I've
got Ward-Prowse. So that was a bit of an unfortunate display that I've got Ward-Prowse and he done a double for me.
Sorry, I had Kane and I had Werner. So if anyone scored, I was happy.
Either way, like the one thing that yesterday, Marcus Rashford shouldn't be marking anybody at a front post. It's not his job to mark someone. Frankly, he shouldn't even be at the front post. It was a good cross by Ward-Prowse.
You've seen the effect that Cavani had when he came on. Like there was no space on the wings before Cavani came on.
He's just an absolute. Yeah. He's just such a complete forward, and he's got such discipline that he can bring these performances.
He's doing better than I thought as well.
I know it's got nothing to do with this week, right? But as a Man United fan, see the game against away to Istanbul, Başakşehir.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the second goal or the third. It's the worst goal to give away I've ever seen.
You're talking about the one that we actually scored,
No, I think it's on about the Demba Ba goal.
Oh,
yes,
right.
Every player was
that
the worst goal considered in.
That's inexcusable. That's inexcusable defending there, and the fact that it shows that our whole team was forward, bar 2 players, Matic at the halfway line and De Gea in his box.
Yeah,
it says it all just how badly Matic should not be left alone to defend because he's not got the legs. Frankly, you could put Martial in you could put Matic in a foot race with a snail, and the snail wins.
1-0 West Ham.
And Matic is a good player, but
1-0 West Ham. Oh my goodness, that's.
But again?
Villa.
Villa, yeah.
Like Matic
he's a good player. He's composed on the ball. He can defend comfortably, but pace-wise, he's so slow that frankly you can't have him on his own, especially against the dinosaur is Demba Ba, who's still got a bit of pace on him where he'll get past you. But back to yesterday. Yeah. We did have chances. Like Bruno Fernandes had a chance. Martial had a chance. We didn't convert them, and then we end up going 2-0 down in half time.
Yeah.
But the minute we came back out, we were the far better team, and the substitutes were the key changes. The 2 substitutes was key. The goalkeeper change had to be done, and Cavani.
Do you think we're seeing the old Manchester United coming back? Because you do love a 3-2 against Southampton. I remember your game when it was a Van Persie hat trick. I think you were 2-0 down in that game as well, and you came back 3-2.
Yep.
The 87th and the 87th and the 90th minute, scored twice to seal it. Yeah. That sort of mentality is what that sort of mentality is what Solskjaer wants. He wants us, like, if we go behind, we come back fighting. He wants us to fight. He's got a specific style that he wants to play, and it's just a matter of getting results. But we also need to dominate games a lot more. That's an issue.
Yeah.
We don't dominate.
I think that's been your biggest issue. I think the thing is with Manchester United is not much possession wise, but it's taking your chances. And I think yesterday you were very, very clinical. I thought Cavani's finishing was fantastic. Yeah, he might have missed one, but he keeps playing. I actually think now he could actually potentially start more games for United. He's a goal scorer. He is a goal scorer.
Yeah.
I thought they played
around.
very, very well yesterday.
And he's got the height on him as well. So at corners that'll help with the aerial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what we're looking for. I mean, that's what we're looking for.
What would you do about Martial?
The first United team that I remember was, I think it was, might have been 08, 09 or 9-10. It was, I think it was the year Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or. Might have been his last season at United.
2007-08 season.
Yeah, something like that.
07-08, his second last season, yeah. He left the following year after the Champions League final when we lost to Barcelona 2-0. Which was, frankly, if Ronaldo had scored that game, Man United would have won, because Ronaldo had a chance in the first 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it goes back to Martial. Josh asked the question of what would I do with Martial. I've got nothing against Martial as a striker. I still think he's a good striker. My problem is like he's just not got his form, and I don't know what is. I cannot for the life of me explain it, because 23 goals last season and 6 assists. It's not something to just say, oh, he's a one-season wonder, because he's not. Like, he's had that before. He knows where to put the ball. Like, he knows where to get in the back of the net. It's just that consistency, because he is number 9. I just think he needs to develop what I think most people would say is he needs to develop that killer instinct. And I think Cavani is the good sense. If he has to play out wide, I'm all for it, but I think he still has to be the main number 9. But Cavani in and around, you don't have to start him every game, but use him in specific games where his contribution would be most effective. I'll grab a hat if it's so interesting.
Has anyone got Ogbonna? Not Ogbonna in their fantasy team?
No.
He's on my bench, I think. I do have a West Ham defender on my bench. I don't know if it is Ogbonna.
It was Ogbonna that just scored.
Okay.
I have
you get more points for
West Ham players.
Don't you?
You get more points on defenders.
Other games to talk about. I suppose we have to go to the Amex, and that's Brighton, Liverpool. Now, what I will say before people get on to me, Brighton deserved to get a point in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they played really, really well in that game, and
just a
the
point.
thing is, look, we were poor.
Very.
There's no denying that. We were really poor. Yes, we were really poor against Brighton.
Yeah.
I think a point was a fair result in the end, but you have to say that yes, you can talk about VAR and all that, etc. But letter of the law, it is a penalty for Welbeck. Yeah, he goes down very, very easily, but for me, Robertson kicks him. Robertson's even said in the press conference with Klopp is today that he basically said that okay, I can understand my one being a penalty, but there were a couple of others. Traore, Rashford, they weren't given. So
that wasn't a penalty. The Rashford incident was never a penalty. It wasn't even a free kick. He pulled his leg back. He went for it like full, like he dived. Frankly, Rashford should have been booked, in my opinion. I don't defend divers.
Interesting.
I do not defend divers, mate.
You see that when I think it was Martial. Who's it that got sent on the 6-1 game?
Martial, right after he scored.
Martial.
Lamela should have been sent off.
They should have both had a yellow. None of them were a red. But
neither was a red, but if you're sending one off, you've got to send the other off.
Yeah, Lamela's was as bad as Martial.
Yeah, Pete. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Mope, if he had scored that penalty, Brighton would win that game.
Aye, Mope cries thunder.
If you look on the flip side, like even though we say that Brighton like deserve to get like at least a draw or a win, like Salah could have had a hat trick in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it's a good point.
It's a very good point. I thought Matt Ryan had a good game for Brighton.
Yeah,
I thought he had a good game for Brighton. I thought Ben White was really good for Brighton as well.
I genuinely think Liverpool, after that first 5 minutes, I don't know what it was in with Liverpool, but they didn't seem up for it at all. Like, they did not seem interested in this game. I think they just thought they were going to steamroll it. And I'm glad they didn't win, because if you turn up to a Premier League game with that sort of attitude where you're just going to steamroll a team every week and you just don't you just don't care, frankly, you don't deserve anything. I thought the vast majority of that game, Brighton had clear chances. I thought Mope should have had a couple of goals, but it just shows that he's not up to this level and he's not capable. That's why I feel Welbeck, bringing in a player who predominantly sat on the bench or the injury bench for Arsenal, says it all.
Yeah.
That he's just not up to this level.
I totally agree with you about Welbeck. I think he's given Brighton something different this season. In the last couple of games, for sure, he's given something better than they had. Like Mope goes in and out of games. He goes in and out of games, and I think Welbeck is a much better striker. They had Aaron Connolly, who I have to say gave our defence a torrid
that
time.
1-on-1, he should have scored.
Yeah, he should have scored. He should have scored, but
I think they missed out on such a good signing. They played yesterday against Man United. I think they missed out on Theo Walcott. I think that would have been a good signing for them, because I thought he was outstanding yesterday against Man United. So was Gineppo. I'm not taking away from Gineppo, but I thought Walcott was just, his experience would have been so useful.
Yeah, Chris, that's a good point. The Masuaku and Salah, that's a very good point. That was a similar incident, but all I have to say is fair play to Brighton, and obviously I wish them the best of luck for the rest of the season.
I got a question for you quickly, because obviously you are the Liverpool fan of the group. What's your opinion on Klopp's disgraceful interviews? I feel he was a bit and from my perspective, I thought he was just being a complete utter bully. And he seems to think his opinions don't matter, but he's degrading other people's opinions when they're asking him questions. What was your thought on that? Because I thought it was absolutely shocking the way he acted.
He treated interviews were fucking shit.
It was as if they were blaming the TV for Milner's injury.
Yeah, that's not. I did not like that. I did not like that bit. But you can go back to when Manchester United played Istanbul. I think Des Kelly asked Solskjaer, or actually Des Kelly spoke to Solskjaer, and he said something similar along the ways that you cannot give us the 12:30 game. We were there to be basically, be beaten and failed.
I interrupt you because they had to travel back from Turkey. You were at home. There's a big difference.
We were more screwed than Liverpool. We had to travel all the way. We had to travel X amount of miles from Turkey, and it says all that we were up for our game. But Liverpool, Klopp should not have an excuse there. I mean, they were at home in the Champions League.
They
were at home. Yeah, they were at Anfield against Atalanta, was it not?
Exactly. So he has no excuse for this 12:30 game.
He shouldn't blame the TV companies. That's the Premier League. The Premier League decides on the schedule. It's not the TV companies.
The schedule is quite hard, obviously, during COVID and that. They're just trying to get as much games fitted in, and there is teams struggling with injuries such as Liverpool. Man United had a couple of injuries.
You see the EFL Championship. There's 46 games, and the league started mid-September, so it's literally it's Saturday, Wednesday. Some teams it's Sunday, Tuesday. Like it's
They're
Saturday
going
and
flat
Tuesday,
out.
Wednesday. It's
They're going
mental.
flat out, and I think that's the problem with the big managers in the Premier League is they think because they've got a big club behind them, they've got financial backing that they can get away with it. I can understand why Solskjaer was rightfully pissed off because we had to travel all the way back from Turkey. We should be playing either on the Sunday or we should be at least be playing the 3 o'clock kickoff on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Or the half 4 kickoff, whatever. We shouldn't be playing half 12 because it's not fair for the recovery. But if you're playing your game at home on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night and then you have to play half 12 on a Saturday, you should not be complaining at all. Look at Rangers. They were playing they play at like 8 o'clock on a Thursday night and they're playing half 12 on a Sunday. It's still less recovery time, but you've still got the same impact where you've got to be like, there's serious concern. That we're going to come on to that in a second because I'm going to bring that up. Thanks for bringing that up, Kean. I was going to bring that up in a minute. The schedule isn't great, and we know that, and it's been a problem for years. They did it years ago. They've done it now, but Klopp's comments, like they are, you cannot condone the comments, especially the match of the day comments where they bullied that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like he was having it out with him.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. But I suppose you have to move on. But as Keane Dolan actually puts it, anyone hear about the 3 morgue workers who took selfies of Maradona's corpse? All 3 of them are dead.
I thought 2 of them were dead and 1 was in a
critical condition for 2 unless the ultras got to him.
No, I
which
heard
to be fair wouldn't surprise me.
I heard 2 were dead and then one was in critical condition. I don't know all of them were dead now.
Under a car. Ooh.
But their faces were on social media, so.
South America's a different place. Yeah, it is.
He's not wrong. Like they take things so seriously. They take things so seriously, and that's
especially with one of the one of the, in my opinion, the best player to ever play football.
Yeah.
Just very, very quickly, Manchester City beat Burnley by 5-0 now. I know Pete's in the chat, but he said to me that it was only Burnley. Well, can I just say this? You have to beat what's in front of you, and to be fair, Man City did take care of Burnley. Has to be said though, Bailey Peacock Farrell had a debut to forget. It has to be said in the Burnley goal.
Yeah,
I swear City always beat Burnley 5-0.
I didn't watch the game, so I've got. To be fair, I didn't watch the game, so I can't comment on this one.
I didn't watch it.
But it's Man City. Like, it doesn't surprise me.
I was watching the Hearts game while the City game was on.
I was playing The Witcher 3.
Mahrez get a hat trick? Is that right? Mahrez get a hat trick?
Yep. First hat trick for City.
But like, see last week with City, you're saying it was only Burnley, but see City playing Tottenham last week, they absolutely destroyed us on possession, outplayed us off the park, but just didn't put their chances away.
Yeah,
like we went up the park twice, put our chances away. And that's all they did wrong in that game is they didn't put chances.
That was like
away.
us against Aloha.
Pablo Escobar. Was
that's
the player
yes.
Yep.
1994.
1994 World Cup. Yep. He scored an own goal and he was found. But the only reason he was killed is not because he scored a back heel. It's because the Colombian mafia betted on Colombia to win that game. There was millions of dollars at stake, and they lost out. So they put a hit on him and had him killed.
Oh gosh.
That's why he was killed.
Andres Escobar.
Sorry, I thought it was Pablo. Sorry, my apologies. Andres Escobar, even so.
Andres, yeah.
He could have been a drug dealer for all, like, who knows, like, but it was the mafia that got involved and they ended up like putting a hit on him.
Chris, I'm not sure about Deitch. I think he's lost his love. I think he's lost his love for the game. I really do. He's
not lost his love for.
I know Burnley won against Crystal Palace, but no. Well, they're on a diet of bricks and what's the other one? Maggots, nails,
bricks and
steel.
mortar.
Yeah,
bricks and mortar, mate. That's what they're on the diet. Bricks and mortar. Brighton are going down, and Brighton are going down. And I said on this show ages ago when we done who's our predicted managers. We said who's our predicted managers to get sacked first, and I said, like, as much as I want Lampard to get sacked because it'd be funny, I said Sean Dyche. Y'all slaughtered me. Well, who's right? Who's pretty much right now? Like he is getting
the
sacked.
Colombian goalkeeper that was stunned as well.
Wow.
I don't recall that. It wouldn't surprise me. Like if
Valencia
any
looking
player
forward to
Sheffield
connect that
United.
third. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Hella. Absolutely right.
His
Right,
movement
we
was
need to move
incredible
on.
for his 2 goals.
Aye, it was. We need to move on, Josh. Fire away.
one trophy, they'll win one trophy,
No.
the Copa del Rey.
No.
One.
That's it, the Copa del Rey.
No. I'm saying none.
I think the best that they could probably win is La Liga.
No.
Yeah, I don't think
They're
Real
nowhere near
or
good
Barca
enough to
will
win the La Liga.
I don't think Real
I don't
or
think-
Barca will win La Liga.
I think Real Madrid are finishing second. I think it's going to be between Sociedad or Atletico Madrid to take
Yeah,
top
I was
spot.
just about to say that. Yeah.
And Real Madrid will finish the best of the rest.
Villarreal's doing good with Unai Emery.
I think they'll fade away though. I think they'll fade. In the same way Sevilla. I was
Josh,
thinking
can you-
about Sevilla as well, but they're
Josh, can
finishing
you
up.
turn your mic up a little bit?
La Liga's not what it used to be though,
Kian
and that's
says-
because it's fucked up.
I mean, who did they lose to at the weekend? Was it Deportivo Alaves?
Alaves.
Alaves,
1-0.
yeah.
1-0, yeah.
Awesome.
Embarrassing.
Did they not lose to Cadiz the week before as well? Recently promoted.
Yep.
And
Yep.
did you see who scored the 2 goals in that game?
Own goals.
PS?
One was Lucas Perez.
Ex-Arsenal.
Perez. And who was the other one?
Bernat Moreno.
There was somebody else who was in the Premier League that actually scored
Lejeune?
in that game.
Was it
Moreno.
Lejeune from
Give me a minute.
Newcastle?
Hosselu.
Hopefully.
Oh, I was on the right line.
Says all you need to know, really.
Says it all.
Hosselu, yeah.
And Lucas
Um,
Perez.
Here's a question. Seamus Moore.
One more game. One more game,
Seamus Moore.
and he's
Will
gone.
Zidane last the season?
When you get tactically outclassed by Zidane, that's
Unai
when
Emery.
you're not a great manager.
Zidane isn't that great a manager. He's,
Yeah,
as a
he's
tactical
terrible.
manager. He's just great that he knows. He's just a good man manager. But I think he's got one defeat left. I think he's got one defeat left in him. He has to avoid defeat now.
Yeah.
No, I would agree. I think their next game is Shakhtar
Shakhtar, right?
Donetsk.
Yep.
They're losing that. They're losing
Tomorrow.
I think they'll be in the Europa League. I don't think they'll go through in the group.
I reckon Inter and Shakhtar.
Inter and Shakhtar, aye.
No,
Real Madrid-
Inter
Real
and
Madrid and-
Borussia.
Real Madrid and PSG will be the top favourites for the Europa League because PSG aren't getting out their group either. They're finishing
Alright.
third.
Did
Do
they?
you
Yeah.
think Leipzig and Man United will go through?
Man United are going to win that group. I think we'll
Man
beat
United will
PSG
top the
tomorrow.
group. Yeah.
Man United will
agree.
beat Leipzig, and then we'll beat PSG, and then I think we'll draw with Leipzig. Leipzig will go through.
Again. Like it's
We didn't-
6%.
We didn't watch alongs, Stuart.
Hmm?
We didn't watch alongs.
Yep.
I think the only trophy that they'll probably win is, as Reece says, I think it's either going to be the Copa del Rey or they'll scrape La Liga again.
Well,
So
look us up for grabs.
that's what I'm going to say. Now obviously we've got Stuart with us and Josh far away.
Well, it's obvious where it all went wrong, didn't it? The clues in the name, that silver-haired fool.
Harry Potter.
It's all down to Levine. Levine and Budge. Anne budged herself out of there.
Oh, I don't know where it went wrong.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Why did you bring
Because-
Nielsen back?
Last season wasn't embarrassing.
Neil, I don't know. I'm not personally not a fan of Nielsen's style. I don't think it's good. I mean, that's the story of our life with managers. I think Levine, Cathro, Nielsen, not a good style of play.
But if he done half what he done for Dundee United last season in the Championship for you, you should be happy.
Yeah, I know, but we play negative football under him, and it was negative football under him. It was negative football under Levine, and last season was just. I wasn't a fan of Stendhal either.
Stendhal's bringing his back again, apparently.
So who do you honestly think? Who do you honestly think that you need to get in charge? Because is it just a management problem? Because there seems to be so many.
No, I think the players are the main. I think there's too much deadwood. I think Boyce.
Yep.
Boyce. I don't like Liam Boyce. I don't think he's good enough.
This is the boy saying he's bet. This is the boy that said Liam Boyce is a better footballer, not saying a goal scorer, a better footballer than Charlie Adam.
No, I didn't say Boyce. I said Naismith.
What?
I said Naismith. Not Boyce.
Okay.
No, he's definitely not there. I've just checked. He wouldn't fit under there anyway. It's too close to the ground.
We just don't have a striker that can actually.
Oh, yeah. Josh is a Glenavon fan.
You horrible human being.
How would they be Hearts in a pre-season friendly?
You're such a horrible human being. Love it. To be fair, there's so many problems. Ooh. Grealish has scored. Not bad.
I've got Grealish in my team. I'll take that.
I don't like him. I don't rate him.
You don't?
Grealish. 1-1.
Grealish is a brilliant player.
We've got the
Not
best
yet,
result of any Scottish team in Europe in the last 10 years. And that's a draw away at Liverpool.
What?
We've drew at Liverpool and
that's
Tottenham
right.
away from home, back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, I know that's right, but you're saying that's the best Scottish performance in Europe.
Really?
Considering the level of the two teams, Hearts and Liverpool. This is the season we finished 10th. The only teams who finished above that season were St Mirren and Dundee that season.
I'd have to say, in terms of performance, the only other one I can think of, and it makes me sick, was Celtic beating Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah. Tony
That's got to
Watt.
be up there.
But if I had to
Well,
say
that's the main
top
one.
class performances, I would have to say the game where Rangers, like, even though they drew 1-1, where they outclassed Barcelona at the Nou Camp.
Yeah.
Outclassed them in the Champions League, then we went to the UEFA Cup final.
Stuart, do you think Hearts will go up this year?
Yeah. I think we'll still go up, but like some of our fans have said we'll win the league. But this is before the season started. Some of our fans have said, "Oh, we'll win the league unbeaten." Like I know someone who said, "In the 27 games, we'll win 23, draw 4, and lose none." I was like, "You're just delusional if you think that."
Do you think you'll go up with the Scottish Cup from last year?
I don't think.
Cheeky bastard.
I don't think we'll win. I still think Celtic beat us in the final.
I think you'll win.
I'd like to think so, but
I watched the game on TV. I was shocked when Celtic won that game. I was absolutely shocked because they had 12% possession.
well, against Barcelona.
Aye, but it's like the saying goes: possession doesn't win you every game.
There's a team in the
League.
Championship last season, the English Championship. They had 3% possession and won 2-0.
I think Rangers lost to Berwick Rangers in the same week that Celtic beat Barcelona.
We did, yeah.
Berwick Rangers, Barcelona. It's mental, the contrast between those two teams at that time.
Rangers nowadays would give Barcelona a game.
I would honestly love to watch this Rangers team against Barca.
If Rangers got Arsenal in the round of 32, I would not be confident.
No, you wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't.
Obviously, I'm getting him.
I'm
Obviously, I'll
probably
have
not
the
using my
bias.
channel, right? But if you go back on my channel, I think it's near the start of the season. Stuart's exact words: "The North London derby will
No,
be
that was before
fighting
the
for the
season
title this
started.
season."
No, I never said
No, was
fighting
it?
for
It
the
was on the
title.
Tottenham
I said
Newcastle
fighting for
stream.
top four. I said fighting
It was
for
on the
top four.
Newcastle stream. That's like 3
Yeah,
games
2
into the
games in.
season.
Yeah, we won.
mate.
We won 2 out of 2.
What happened since?
14th in the league.
I know we're
14th.
shit. You don't have to tell me that. You don't have to bring
Oh,
it
I
up.
just like taking.
Five
I just
minutes.
love it.
You don't have to
All
bring
I'm
it
You
up
mentioned
5 minutes like
every.
you usually do.
You mentioned
All I'm
every single little thing about Dundee. As soon as we're getting
All
beat,
I'm
we're getting beat for
No.
8. You're like, "Oh, it's 1-0." I was like, "I am watching it." 2-0. I am watching it.
we can all comfortably agree Arteta in.
Yes.
No.
Arteta stays in.
Dundee 1, Arbroath 1, or Dundee 1, Arbroath 2. What?
Yeah, I was gonna come to you actually, John, for that. What have you made of Dundee so far this season?
Shit.
I think it's funny that
A nice way of
there's a
putting it.
Celtic.
That's a nice way of putting it.
I think it's funny that there's a Celtic fan in the group and he's saying, "Oh, when was Rangers' famous European nights?" Like, does he not realize like how many? Does he not realize how many nights, like famous nights in Europe, Rangers have actually had? I mean, let me give you a refresher. Fiorentina UEFA Cup semi-final, when we were expected to lose that game, and we beat them. What else was another great one?
Porto.
Man United in the Champions League 2002-2003 season, 2010-2011 season. We played Man United. We didn't win, but we actually gave them a comfortable run. We won the bloody Cup Winners' Cup in the 1970s. But people say Rangers haven't had famous European nights. Like, Rangers have had European nights. We got
Recently,
screwed at
Leverkusen at home or away last season.
Leverkusen home and away. We didn't win, but frankly, we beat
Braga
Porto.
3-2.
Braga,
yeah.
Not Leverkusen.
We beat Porto. Like we've beaten teams like remind me, like, how many times have Celtic won a European game whilst Gerrard's been in charge of Rangers? I'm going to say about 5 or 6, but Rangers have only lost 3 times in Europe under Steven Gerrard. 2 or 3 times, and it was like both times were to Leverkusen.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other defeat, but it says it all. Like, we've not had famous Villarreal, so 4.
Yeah.
Rangers are a far better team in Europe and in domestic than Celtic have been in the past 5 years. Period.
You were saying, Doug, about what I thought of Dundee.
Yeah.
You were saying
Dundee
what I
have
thought
a very
of
good
Dundee.
European squad.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the season
What
so far is it's been shocking, right? We've won 1 game, drawn 2, and lost 2. Obviously, starting the season with 6-2 defeat to some random team from Edinburgh. We'll not talk about them. Obviously, then drawing to the big team, Alloa, that knocked that random team out from Edinburgh out from the cup. Losing to Ayr, drawing to Raith Rovers. I know Raith Rovers, on paper, right, we should be winning every single game that we played except from Hearts. Like,
Rovers are a decent team, though. Like, Rovers are a decent team.
Nah, on paper, we should be beating them. So.
Oh,
like,
on
if
paper,
you look at that on paper, we should be second in the league on paper. We've got the second best team in the league on paper.
I still say the best team in the league isn't Hearts. Like, I know a lot of folks say they are.
No,
I think the best team. The best team in the league is by far Dunfermline.
And I think it's not on paper. And it shocks me, but not on paper. On paper, Hearts have got the best team in the league.
The Hearts squad should.
But when you look at the actual league, when they're playing, Dunfermline have got the best team in the league.
And that says all like what the championship's like. That's what it's like. It's like because it was the same when Rangers were in the championship. It was Rangers, Hearts, and Hibs. Rangers had the best team in the league, but we were absolutely dire.
When you found out, like when you seen it when it happened, but obviously, as a Rangers fan, you won't hate him. You'll like him. Charlie Adam,
quality
for Rangers,
quality.
Coming back to his boyhood club, obviously being from Dundee, growing up just like 5 minutes away from where I am right now. And everyone's not rating him, right? But the thing is, he's so far ahead, right, of our team it makes him look bad. Like, he'll pass the ball, ping the ball forward, and expect our team to know where he's passing to. He's used to playing with fucking Steven Gerrard and the Rangers team that went. I'm pretty sure he was in the Rangers team that went to the European Cup final. Was he not?
Yeah, he would have been.
Or was he just missed out?
He wasn't a starter for Rangers.
Was Charlie Adam?
Was he in the Rangers squad that went to Manchester?
He was in the squad, yeah. He was in the squad.
So he was in that brilliant Rangers team. He's played alongside Steven Gerrard, Suarez, all the likes of them players, right? And now
he
he's
got
playing
Blackpool
alongside
promoted.
Paul McGowan and Osman Sow.
Yeah, he got Blackpool promoted. Yeah.
It was his free kick in the 90th minute that got Blackpool promoted to the Championship in the playoff final
exactly
as well.
Like that.
I think with Charlie Adam.
He'll ping the ball forwards, right? And expect like the wingers, like, we're playing fucking Paul McGowan on the wing. The boy is 34 and had more jail sentences than Dundee have got wins.
Funnily enough, I actually saw a tweet. I think it was earlier this week when Gary Holt decided to resign as Livingston manager. Actually, I've not given you any reaction to that, so I'll need to give you my reaction to that. But yeah, I was absolutely shocked at that.
I think I don't know if you have an opinion on it, but I think James McPake needs to go if he loses to Arbroath on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I would say so.
I said as soon as he came in as a caretaker manager, right? The season we went down. The last game was St Mirren at Dens. We got beat 3-2. 3-1. Cody Cook scored a hat trick.
Yep.
No, it's 3-2. Cody Cook scored a hat trick, and he was the caretaker manager. But then he became as an actual manager, like he got the contract, and he just isn't a manager. So he got his coaching badge as well. He was injured because he got his knee absolutely crumbled.
Thank you, Cian.
It was Adam. I watched that game. I watched the League Cup final.
I didn't say he was good. I just says he played alongside Gerrard.
He was the only time Charlie Adam was truly his best was either when he played for Rangers or when he played for Blackpool. Blackpool or Rangers, that was his best.
Blackpool was his best season.
Yeah.
Or Stoke.
But the thing is, he's used to.
His Stoke goal against Chelsea was fantastic.
Stoke goal against Chelsea. He tried to do that against Hibs at the weekend. It was quite funny.
But
I saw that.
He hit it from the halfway line.
He's receiving it from Steven Gerrard.
Shit.
He's just receiving it from Steven Gerrard, playing it through to Luis Suarez. Now he's receiving it from Paul McGowan and playing it through to Osman Sow.
He's getting it from Jack Hamilton and playing it through to fucking Paul McGowan on the wing.
Yep, exactly.
Who in the right stage of mind puts Jordan Foster? No, Jordan Foster's on the team right now, but Jack Hamilton in goal, Paul McGowan on the wing, signs Osman Sow, plays Cammy Kerr as a centre back, doesn't start Finlay Robertson, doesn't start Danny Allen, doesn't start Afalabi. What is his thinking through this team? What, he's playing 5 at the back with Cammy Kerr as a centre back. The boy is a right back. He does not know how to defend as a centre. Whole defence doesn't know how to defend.
What I don't get is why he signed Osman Sow, because he was utter dog shit for Hearts.
No,
Osman Sow would do a bit.
Osman
Sow's best period
Osman Sow was shit hot at Hearts.
His first season he was quality, but after that
he was only here for a season and a half.
But then he was shit at United and he was shit at Dundee.
Osman Sow's last game for Hearts was that goal against
his
Celtic.
Season at United, he's never off the injury table.
They weren't on loan to Kelly for some reason.
And then he played. And then did he not go to like Dubai or China or something like that? And he played the first game he featured was Brora Rangers away in the Betfred Cup group stages, and he got injured on his debut. That just sums up Osman Sow. The boy has got the first touch of a fucking
Lukaku,
one-legged fucking whale, and they don't even have legs.
They've just got fins.
He's so tall, he can't run. He's got a shit touch, mate. He can't hit. He gets injured. What did he see in him? What did James McPake see on him? So,
do you know what I think?
He took him on trial before he signed him.
Do you know what I think is good about the 5 of us? Of the teams we support in England and the teams we support from where we're from, none of us support the same team.
To be fair, I'm from the team. I'm from the town that Doug supports.
Yeah.
Livingston.
Yeah, he is.
I've just got intelligence.
That's like David. He's from Alloa, and he supports Rangers.
I was at the
Rangers and Alloa.
To be fair, I was at the Tony Macaroni Stadium when Rangers came to play Ayr United and we won 4-1.
See at the Tony Macaroni
I got free
Stadium,
tickets to the game.
See Tony Macaroni Stadium. I went through for the Dundee game, and Craig Halkett
Scott
scored.
Wright.
Ran along.
Scott
Wait. He scored, right? Craig Halkett runs along in front of the Dundee end. We've got no hatred towards him. He runs along the Dundee end going like this, giving it all. I'm like, we do not have hatred to you. Why?
He's a Rangers boy.
We do not.
He's a Rangers
Yeah,
boy.
no. We do not care about Livingston in any slight way. Their fan base
No one does.
no one cares. We don't care about Livingston, right? And
I've
they don't
got a
care
good
about
answer
us,
for this
so
question.
And then we go to the park, score, and then like 10
What
minutes
would
to
be
go.
your
Scott
dream?
Wright steps up for a free kick and bangs it in the top left corner, and it's just amazing.
I've got a quality response to this one once we get to the questions. Just wait till you see my response.
Yeah, guys, get your questions in. We'll only be here for another 10, 15 minutes, so get your questions in. It's a whole good question from Pete Shepherd. My question for the lads, how many points will it take to win the Premier League this season?
Good question.
I would say between
85 to 90, I'm going to say.
I would say a little bit. I would say 70 to 84.
What, the English Premier League?
Yep.
Yeah.
103.
I'm going 70 points to 84.
103.
No one's getting close to. I don't think anyone's getting high
That
this
would
year.
be 35 out of 38 wins.
No one's getting that. And no
Man
one's
can't
getting
get
it.
Chelsea could do it.
Right?
Tottenham can do it. Man City can.
No one can do it anymore.
But they can't do it now. There's no,
No.
none of the teams have got the records to do it. Tottenham won't. I would Tottenham
80 or
won't win the
90.
league though.
80 or 90. 80 or 90.
I reckon it's going to be as low as it'll be as low as 70, a maximum of 84 points. I don't think it'll be
I think
that
81.
high. It won't be that high this year based on COVID.
Yeah,
In fact, it won't be.
Josh?
76.
76. Ooh. Interesting.
I'm gonna go
Chris Welsh says
85.
90 points guarantees you the Premier League this season, in my opinion.
Yeah, 90 guarantees.
Hmm.
I said
Ian's
85.
pretty much agreeing with me.
Kane Dolan says 84.
It's pretty much agreeing with me. I said a maximum of 84.
Do you think Brecon will survive League 2? Nope.
No.
I think
Nope,
they're
they're
going
getting
back straight down.
Brecon
Straight down.
don't deserve
So
to be in those.
They're going back to their natural habitat.
What's your opinions on Arbroath Temple?
Realistic
Yeah, I'll come to that one
expectations.
first. What's your opinion on the Fibble and Angus, like Arbroath, Montrose, Brecon, Forfar?
The only good
Arbroath.
team there is
Tim
the only good team
Tim Pod.
in order. Like in terms of order of, let's see. So it's
Sorry.
Arbroath, Montrose, Brecon, or Forfar. So let's see, because I'm a wind-up merchant. Forfar, then Montrose, then Brecon, then Arbroath.
I think Forfar,
Oh, disrespectful.
Forfar, Arbroath, Montrose, Brecon.
Brecon's the worst of the lot.
I think 4 from Montrose or Arbroath, Brecon.
Yeah, Brecon. I've been to
Arbroath's
Glebe
fan
Park,
base is the
and
worst.
it's literally Glebe Park is like you're in a back garden.
A hedge. There's a hedge
Yeah,
on one side.
Got a big hedge around it.
You can watch the game
Got a big hedge around the side of the
outside
stadium.
the stadium.
Jesus Christ, Cian.
What's it say?
Oh my god.
So how do you guys think Scotland will do?
I think we're going to get out of our group. I think Scotland will finish second.
I
honestly have
I
confidence
think
in
we'll
Scotland.
go. I think
we'll go to the next round.
Looking at the teams that are in that group, I mean England's a giveaway anyway. I think we'll probably lose that one. I think we can beat Croatia. I think we can beat Croatia and Czech
We can
Republic.
give them a game. We can give England
I
a game.
reckon on
Do you know
I
that
said
on any
best
day
third
we
place
could
teams
beat
can't
any.
get through? 4 of the 6 best third place teams go through.
Four of the third bit. It's like
If we
FA
beat
Cup.
Czech Republic, at home in the first game, we're looking good.
Yeah.
That's crucial.
But I think
we need
see
to
what
get a
England's
draw at
right.
Wembley.
I said this to
Yeah,
my
when you get a
driving
draw
instructor,
against
right?
either of England or Croatia.
I said this to my driving instructor, right? England's team, right? You might look at it and there's like, oh, fucking Harry Kane, Grealish, Jadon Sancho, all these big names, right?
All these guys.
But
But
they could
they've
international
never
level.
passed. But for the first, this last 6 maybe years, they've never worked good as a team on the
Yeah.
international stage. They
England
have
got
the
easy
biggest
games in
name.
the World Cup.
They've got one of the biggest names, but then you put them up against a big team like Croatia last year. Look what happened.
This is why I've
Euros.
always said when it comes to England are the best team to qualify for a tournament.
Yeah.
Like they're like that undisputed fact. Like
They
England,
always
when it
block
comes to
qualifying groups.
Yeah, when it comes to tournaments qualifying, England are the best team to qualify for a tournament because they very rarely lose a game. But when
They're
they
always
get to
gonna
the
be
tournament, but when they get to the main stage, they are so shit. And I do
Yeah.
not see. I don't think England will even get past the quarterfinals.
No, I don't either.
I'd like to see like a Scotland-Wales round of 16 game.
Oh, I'd love that.
Oh,
That
I'd
would
like
be
that.
good.
I would like.
Especially
I'm
fans
pretty,
are
I'm pretty
booked,
sure
London.
Nathan and Paul will like that.
Yeah, Nathan will be buzzing with
I'd
that
like
one.
to go.
I've booked it.
I'd like to go, but I can't say. I would like to go to the home games. I'd like to go to the home games for sure.
I think
just
no
wanna go
matter
to
if there's fans in or not, Trafalgar Square will be flooded with Scotland fans.
Trafalgar Square is going to be flooded, guaranteed. With
There will be
Scotland.
fans.
It's going to be
Maybe not every
it's
fan.
going to
Go
be
for
July, right? The fountains will be filled with fairy washing up liquid. Paul Duggan in your hand, belting Scotland songs in the sun. What could be better?
And Kilts on tour.
Aye, Celts sitting belting out, yes sir. Aye,
Right, Paul.
I
I
knew
will
he was
say
going to
this
ask
now.
that.
I've only worn a kilt once, and it was for my
Same.
prom in 2010.
I don't own a kilt.
So no,
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
worn
own
a
a
kilt
kilt.
once, and it was for
I've only ever wore.
my
I've only ever wore
Premiership about 5 years ago.
Last
I've only
time
ever
I
worn them
wore
at weddings, like family
Last
weddings.
time I wore Last time I wore a kilt was 2001. My mum's wedding, July 2001. Haven't worn a
Last
kilt
time
since.
I wore one was 2 years ago.
5 years ago,
Wow.
Premier 7 leavers.
If I do get a kilt, I will get the Dundee tartan.
Yep.
I'm an England fan. Scotland will probably beat us. We've got a clown in charge. No competition for Pickford. Apparently, biggest load of garbage I've seen our fan base needs drug tested most of the time.
An England fan that speaks sense. I'm so proud.
If we get past the defence, then we've got a good chance putting the ball past Pickford.
Stuart have an open goal against Scotland, make a bigger hash of it than he did at Lyon.
I think the team that we need to worry the most about in this group is probably Croatia.
Croatia, yeah.
Czech
Need to
Republic,
beat Czech
I'm not
Republic.
sure. Czech
We have
Republic,
to
we
beat them,
just. Czech
We
Republic,
just beat them at
managed
Hampden a couple of months ago.
Yeah,
we
and away
just,
from home as well.
we just beat them. We just beat them, and that was their.
Aye,
That was a COVID squad.
We won 2-1 against a C team, Czech Republic.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Chance.
We should be winning that.
Gareth
No,
Southgate's
he's not.
not the England manager.
Keep
Steven
Southgate in
Gerrard's
charge.
one of the
Gareth Southgate.
The England job.
Gareth Southgate is a failed Middlesbrough manager. Next.
Keep Gareth Southgate in charge for Euro 2021, then you can sack him after we beat you.
Look at how the England managers have turned out. Roy Hodgson, Crystal Palace, Sam Allardyce.
I mean, the best English manager
Over
is Sam
CP
Allardyce, 100%
Oh,
record.
Yep.
Maybe
I
Paul.
would've
I haven't even decided yet.
I was at a wedding.
Oh,
I was at a
great.
wedding 3 years ago.
Someone
and I wore
had
a
to
kilt.
bring that up.
Yeah, suit. Sorry, I
We're
wore a
talking
suit.
about Domagoj Vida or talking about Dejan Lovren.
He's a decent centre back.
Gotta be talking about Dejan Lovren.
Domagoj Vida,
He's-
mate.
Vida's a good defender. Lovren's pish.
If I'm not invited to your wedding, I'll be disappointed.
He's talking to Doug. And he's not wrong. To be fair, I was at a wedding. I was at a wedding a couple of years ago, and I was like, I'm wearing a suit. I wore an all black suit. I was like, that'll do nicely. Loch Lomond.
Talking like Gareth Southgate coached my 11-year-old daughter's rigged swim team.
I wouldn't let Gareth Southgate
Mate,
go near
Gareth
anybody
Southgate-
of that
no,
vicinity.
honestly, like
Lord Lovren.
Gareth Southgate is about as useful
Lord
as a chocolate
Lovren.
teapot.
Yep.
Gareth Southgate to football is the
Gareth
wooden stove to society.
Oh, that's
There you
quite
go.
funny. Gareth Southgate and Frank Lampard have a love child. His name is Mason Mount.
Yep.
How you know?
He'll
gets
probably
played too
pump
much,
him in the back.
I think.
He'll probably
I
pump him in the
think
back
he's
of the
a
lockers.
brilliant player, but he just shouldn't be starting yet.
I don't rate
He'll
him
be in
at all.
constant in back pocket all game.
I
rate him
honestly
as a
think
starter.
the likes of Mason Mount and Declan Rice and all that. Every Premier League fan or Man United or
Rice is overrated.
some
80
random.
million.
Rice's
Mount,
cash.
Mount
He's
and
so
Declan Rice
overrated.
Mount and Declan Rice are the most overrated English players I've seen in the past 15
Grealish
years.
is Grealish.
Overrated
Grealish
as
there.
fuck.
Mount is
Mason
valued
Mount is
more
so
than
shit.
Messi, by the way. Mount is valued at more than Messi.
What? Then they must be smoking something.
I'd rather my newly born niece in charge than this clown in charge of England. Oh gosh.
She
Bob from the pub could do a better job than Gareth as England manager.
What is astounding is the fact
Gareth
that
Southgate is about as useful as a screen door in a submarine.
he plays a midfielder. He plays a midfield of defensive midfielders in a crucial game. Like, who does that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if you want to win, you have a goal scorer in there.
But yeah. Yeah. So finally, before we all go, Stuart, will Hearts win the league?
Yes, by no more than 5 points, though. In my opinion. I'll go down to the last couple of games.
Do you see Dundee? Do you see Dundee getting anywhere near the playoffs?
Escaping relegation.
Relegation playoffs, maybe.
Relegated automatically.
Aye. Allo are a better team than us right now. Mate, we're the worst team in
Well,
the
Allo
league.
are better than us as well.
Reece, how long has Neil Lennon got as a Rangers fan?
As a Rangers fan, he's got all season, mate.
I'd like to see Neil Lennon in the job all season.
Keep him in
I
the
think
job
I
so
would
he
even
can
finish above them if he stayed all season.
keep Neil Lennon in the job, and we'll see Celtic fans. We'll see exactly how fake they are
We'll
at the
get
end of the
Mayor
season.
Hughes.
Because
I mean, the run.
Oh, Kane again.
that's a good point. It's like Chris has actually made a fair comment about you bantered Wales, but England got to the quarterfinals of that tournament, didn't they? Against Iceland, or was it the round of 16?
Round of 16, I think they got put.
And Wales went that far ahead, and I'm like, well, it just shows you who's much better.
Aye. And Josh, same question to you. How long has Neil Lennon got as Celtic manager?
If they don't beat St Johnstone, he's gone.
They don't beat St Johnstone, he's gone.
I hope he wins the next couple of games, kind of, so that he's still in charge for the final.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very true.
Yeah,
I think Hearts have got a good chance in that final.
If he gets sacked after the Scottish Cup final, I will laugh.
I hope he wins the next couple and then they lose a couple in the lead up to the final, so that he's still in the job.
There we go. Gentlemen, absolute pleasure to have Stuart and Hammy HD. Hope everyone has enjoyed this anyway. Stuart, where can we find you in your socials, please? So
I'll be on Instagram. It's Stuart YT, and then on YouTube, Stuart just down there.
Yeah, go and subscribe. Go and subscribe to It's Stuart. Hammy, where can we find you in the socials?
I've got my Twitter is @YTHammyHD. Instagram is John Hamilton JON_02, and then YouTube Hammy HD, and my second channel Hammy HD Extra.
Excellent. Reece, thank you very much as always.
We've also got a group channel. We've also got a group channel called the S&J Football Show.
I'll put that. I'll put that in the description down below as well. Big thank you to Josh as well.
And he's froze. Thank you for coming into my channel today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks to Josh for sticking by me. But no, can I just say thank you very much to everyone who got me to 700 subscribers now. I think it's 729 I'm on right now, which is incredible. So thank you very much for that. Yes, the next target is 800. It's going slowly. But yeah, thank you very much for everyone who's done that. And yeah, keep subscribing, of course. Keep subscribing. Next week, we have a very, very big guest on the podcast next week. I'm not saying names, but you can look forward to that for next week. But until then, it's goodbye from all of us. If you do like this content, please hit that subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and enjoy your weeks, and we'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
And this was my show. Thanks for tuning in.
Don't forget to hashtag.